burglary in British law, primarily governed by the Theft Act 1968. This offence involves unlawfully entering a building with the intent to commit a crime, typically theft, but it can also include intent to commit grievous bodily harm, rape, or criminal damage. Burglary is defined under Section 9 of the Theft Act 1968, which outlines the distinct forms. Section 9 subsection 1a. A person is guilty of burglary if they enter any building or part of a building as a trespasser with the intent to steal anything in the building, inflict grievous bodily harm on any person in the building, or commit unlawful damage to the building or anything in it. Section 9 subsection 1b is where a person is guilty of burglary if, having entered a building or part of a building as a trespasser, they steal or attempt to steal anything in the building, or inflict or attempt to inflict grievous bodily harm on any person in the building. Key elements of burglary or entry. The accused must enter a building or part of a building. Entry doesn't need to be complete. Even partial entry, such as reaching through a window, can suffice. Building or part of a building. The term building is broadly defined and can include houses, flats, offices, shops, and even temporary structures like caravans. Part of a building covers situations where a person enters a restricted area within a building. Trespass. The entry must be as a trespasser, meaning without permission or lawful authority. If someone enters a building with permission, but then exceeds that permission by entering a restricted area, they may still be considered a trespasser. Intent. For a Section 9 subsection 1a offence, the intent to commit theft, inflict grievous bodily harm, or cause unlawful damage must exist at the time of entry. For a Section 9 subsection 1b offence, the crime, theft or infliction of GBH must occur after the trespasser has entered. Under Section 10 of the Theft Act 1968, burglary becomes aggravated if the offender is armed with a firearm, imitation firearm, weapon of offence, or any explosive at the time of the burglary. This significantly increases the severity of the offence, leading to harsher penalties. Burglary is an indictable offence, with penalties varying based on the circumstances. Domestic burglary, or burglary of a dwelling, generally attracts more severe penalties due to its impact on victims. The maximum sentence is 14 years imprisonment. Non-domestic burglary, such as burglary of a shop or office, also carries serious penalties, with a maximum of 10 years imprisonment. Aggravated burglary can lead to a maximum life sentence. Burglary is a serious offence under British law, targeting the unlawful entry into buildings with criminal intent, governed by the Theft Act 1968. It carries severe penalties, especially in cases involving violence, weapons, or residential properties. The law aims to protect individuals and their property from the threat of unlawful intrusion and criminal acts.